Hello. Um, Today I want to talk about the Staedtler Technico compass. So this is the Staedtler Mars Technico box. One of these sets came with the box, and as much as I enjoy really old compasses, I think these Staedtler Technicos are pretty awesome. So the Staedtler Technico works using the Staedtler Superbow quickset. So with the Staedtler Superbow, you pull out the metal part, and then you can pull the legs really quickly, and then you can push them in, and then you can use the thumb wheel to do the micro adjustment. If it's in really good shape, like this one is fairly almost new, you don't even need to push these in. The friction is enough to hold it, and then it has a little ring here, and you can screw in your pencil, and there you go. It has a little knuckle here. A few nice things about this compass is that it's quickset. It's very easy to use. It has a nice weight to it. It's really big, so you can do like a very large circle without an extension bar, and it's just a really nice compass here. So I happen to have a couple different ones here. This one happens to be not so good. Sometimes there's a bit of play. I don't know if you can see it, but it shouldn't do this back and forth thing. So if you're looking for one of these, and you can try it out before you buy it, check the like this one is rock solid. It doesn't move. So this is a good one. This one's also about the same. So interesting thing about Technicos is that they've kind of changed over the years. So we can see this one here, as well as this one. I think they're kind of the first generation. Okay. It's hard to tell. This one, let's call this one a second generation. You can see that the ring that the pencil screws into is a lot bigger, right? So this part here is very big. This one's a lot smaller. You can see how there's two sets of threads on these pencils. There's a back thread and a front thread. So on the old one, the back thread fits in. You screw a pencil in on the back thread, and then it sort of lines up. Your point lines up here. So this one, I would get this point out a little bit more here to be a bit straight, more in line. So you'd go like that. Get your pencil out, and then everything's kind of lined up a little better. Now on the new one, if you try to screw in on the back side, you can see that it's a huge difference, right? Like where if you line up, say, the point like so, you can see that the pencil doesn't line up. This line, the old one lines up, the new one doesn't. So on newer ones, I don't know why they did this. You have to screw it in using the front thread like that, and then it doesn't really fit in there nicely. It's not a big deal. It's still a good compass, and I would still recommend it, but for whatever reason they did that, no doubt for some kind of economy. And then there's a third edition. There could be more. This is just what I've found, is that this large threaded piece, which is metal, in the later versions is a plastic piece. So it's like a blue plastic, and it's the same design. You screw it into the front. I mean, I would prefer metal over plastic, but again, that one that I had before that was plastic was quite good. So if you get this compass, it's awesome, and it comes in a few flavors. I have one here that is just the compass itself, and then I have this special set here which has the compass and the extension bar, but along with that it comes with the 0.3 pencil, the 0.5 pencil, the 0.7, or this is the 2 millimeter lead holder, the 0.7 pencil, and the 0.5, all in one awesome case. This little thing here is the pencil extender, so you can take your pencil, screw it into here, and now you get a pencil you can draw lines with, and it's got a hole in the side so you can, you know, make some marks. But to be honest, as a pencil, it doesn't have a nice knurl on it. It's very slippery, but you know, it's a free pencil as far as I can see. Another awesome feature about the Technico is that it uses the Staedtler extension bar, which is awesome. It's awesome. So you take the pin out. Sorry, I missed that. You have a pin here. You take the pin out, and there's kind of a key. This extension bar just slides in. There's a hole there that goes in, and you tighten it up, and then it's rock solid. Like, it doesn't move anywhere. Usually extension bar has a bit of wobble, but this one it's almost like it becomes part of the compass. And then you can go like that, and then look how big that is. You could do a massive circle, and it's got a nice it has such a nice weight to it that it's pretty easy to use. So this is over 12 inches, 12 and a half inches. You know, and you can draw this nice circle here. So I got too many cases in the way. But this compass is a very nice modern compass for geometry. You can't go wrong. One thing to look out for on these extension bars is that if there's an issue with it, what is this top piece? So this is just a plastic thread, and a lot of the times this thread is broken and this metal piece is falling off, so all you'll have is this little plastic part. So if you are planning on using an extension bar, check to make sure that that piece isn't broken, because if it is, then that's not so good. But to be honest, you barely use the extension bar, as far as I can see. Like here, you know, here we've got 6 inches that you can do without much trouble. Here's 16. You could even make it, you know, if you make it a little further apart, then you can do 17. So, you know, you can cheat a little bit. Also, another nice thing, since it's a Staedtler, they still make points. So if you decide that you need another point, yours gets dull, you can get a replacement for it. Just message Staedtler, and their customer service will help you out. They have awesome customer service. Another item, some of these Technicos or Super Bow, this is just a Super Bow set, same design as the Technico up here, but down here it's got a regular 2 millimeter leg that you can switch out for the pen tips. This set's actually pretty nice, but sometimes you'll see a drop bow with your Technico set. They're normally pretty good. I had one that was broken though. This body part came off, so this metal piece here slides into this body and is sort of I don't know how it's stuck in there, but it's in there. I had that come out on one, which sucked. I tried to epoxy it back together, but it came out all crooked. You know, what can you do? But you screw that to make the adjustments, and you would put your pencil in like so, and then you have yourself a nice drop bow. For some reason, this drop bow is incredibly long with a very large handle, and I don't know why. The drop bow is a two-handed instrument. You put it down with two hands, and then you spin it around like that. And it's a lot easier, and it spins around pretty good. You can, once you get really good, you can use one hand, but it's better to use two hands. Right? And if you get the set with all the pencils, that's pretty awesome. I always try to get 0.3mm pencils for geometry. If you need a mechanical pencil, they're harder to come by, but it's a much thinner line than the 0.5. And I actually sharpened 2mm lead is probably the best, is if you really want a sharp point. Hard lead, hard, sharpened lead. So that's my Technico spiel and summary, an awesome compass. And if you really just want one quick set compass that can do everything, then this is really an excellent choice. But another nice thing, actually, that I didn't really talk about before I sign off, is that you can actually get a fairly small circle out of this big compass. It takes a bit of work. Try to get that right, but if you fidget around with it, I don't know if you can see that. So you can actually maybe like that. Useful. But you can actually get like a fairly small circle out of this this compass. Oh, see, it broke. You gotta. Maybe it's better with the 2mm. I would adjust this one so the lead isn't so long. But, you know, and I think you could do even less than that if you could probably do a smaller circle if you practice. So it's not ideal, but you can coax a pretty good circle out of this compass. So anyways, that's my awesome. The Technico. I actually think Staedtler compasses are pretty good, especially this kind of vintage set. You know, like this Super Bowl set here. It's pretty excellent, and it's usually cost effective. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Have a good night.